Hello, vinyl community. George Allen here with a mixture of vinyl LPs and CDs today because I am doing VCLT review number 3. And I'm going to start out talking about some VCLT that I received from Jeff Witcher, and it's going to be the Ray Lamontagne CD with him and the Pariah Dogs, God Willin' and the Creek Don't Rise. And I picked this. He sent me 2 Ray Lamontagne CDs. The other one is him. The other one's called Trouble, and it's just him on his own. That's what this one looks like. And the other one, Trouble, is just with Ray, and that one was produced by Ethan Johns, who is the son of the great producer Glenn Johns. This one, I have a greater liking for this one because of him and the Pariah Dogs. It's a much faster paced one, more of a tight band sound. I personally have this liking of bands better than when these guys do these albums where it's just one guy playing all the instruments. And that's just my own thing. That's one of the things excuse me, but this thing with Paul McCartney playing, sitting in the studio playing all these instruments, multi-tracking them, or any musician. To me, you can be a jack of all trades, but you end up being a master of none. And being a percussionist myself, I understand the ins and outs of actually being an extremely talented drummer, which I am not, but I know what it takes, years to hone those type of skills, as with any instrument. And that's why I love this one, because Ray's got a tremendous band with him on this, and I love the songs here. And on the album Trouble, Ray wrote some great songs, but I think it would have benefited him having a band with him on that, such as on this one. This one starts out the song Repo Man, which is a wonderful song because he uses the significance of a repo man in taking an ex-lover back, and I think that's kind of a cool thing. There's one song that's just him and his guitar, like Rock and Roll Radio, which is interesting, does a fine job on that. And the closing song, Devils in the Jukebox, is him and the full band. Great song. Even the title song, God Willin', the Creek Don't Rise, him and the full band. Great song. Wonderful CD. I like this a lot. I appreciate Jeff sending me these 2 CDs. I think Ray's a wonderful talent. I appreciate that. Opened my mind to some new music, and that's one thing that VCLT is all about. Greatly appreciated, Jeff. I like these. I play them a lot. And Ray's got an interesting voice. Kind of low, gravelly voice. Kind of reminds me of Tom Waits a little bit. Not as deep as his maybe, but similar to that. Wonderful band. So anyhow, moving on to the next. One of the early ones I received from Gary over at Physical Rock and Roll. Howlin Wolf. The wolf is at your door. And this is Howlin Wolf's early recordings, some of his first with Sam Phillips, and done in Memphis, 1951-52, and this is before Sam Phillips actually had his own label, produced his own recordings he made them for a lot of other people. And then what he would do is, in this case, with Howlin Wolf, let's see if I can get this back in there. Well, I'm not going to get it back in there correct, so I'm going to leave it out. So what he would do, in the case of these, Howlin Wolf had some minor success with these. Cadillac Daddy, Getting Old and Gray, The Wolf Is at Your Door, Howlin' for My Baby, and All Night Boogie. He sold these to Chess Records, and kind of had a regional success with these. Now, Howlin Wolf, this was kind of like the beginning of his career. Later on, about 10 years or so later, he really hit it big with songs like Spoonful, Backdoor Man, Little Red Rooster, and there are bands after that in the late 60s really made him bigger hits, like the Rolling Stones, Cream, those type of guys. The English rock bands really went to town, taking Howlin Wolf songs, and really made him big. But this was the start of his career. For the age of the recordings, this record on Wax Time, they did a phenomenal job with him. Howlin Wolf plays guitar, does the vocals obviously, and harmonica, and he has Willie Johnson on guitar, Elsie Hubert on piano, and Willie Steele on drums. So, pretty unique album, and I'm glad I got it. I like these old-timey blues. I got some Old Muddy Waters and B.B. King's that kind of fit right in with that. So, Gary, Physical Format Rock and Roll, thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. The third one I'm going to talk about, I like doing these in threes, is one of the first VCLTs that I received. And Lee Morgan, great trumpet player, and I like to keep this in the original plastic here with the notes. Tone Poet series with Pepper Adams on baritone sax, Bobby Timmons piano, the great Paul Chambers on bass, and also the great Philly Joe Jones on drums. And this is it's a very good album. Now, this is one of Lee Morgan's early albums. It was considered early bebop style. I like it a lot, this type of style, especially the song A Night in Tunisia. One of my favorite songs. I have this also by Clifford Brown and Max Roach. It kind of became a jazz standard. Although for Lee Morgan, this was not as popular as Sidewinder and Cornbread. Those were much more, those were much bigger albums for him. But this is very good. And A Night in Tunisia and Lover Man, Philly Joe Jones really comes through on the drums with it. Great percussion songs. And I think just this is a very good album. You know, like all of the Tone Poets. I mean, what can you say bad about them, really? They're extremely well done, great pressings. I haven't had a bad one yet. So what else can you say about them except the great music, and they're wonderful to listen to. Greatly appreciate, can't find where this goes back in. All sides are sealed, except this side. Appreciate JC over the clip side sending this to me, and it was a real surprise when I got it. So anyhow, Lee Morgan. There you have it, folks. My 3 for today, and hopefully somewhere down the road, next couple weeks, I'll do VCLT number 4. Have a great day. Bye-bye.